I am Kolo Toure and you are watching the Redmen TV.
Hi guys, Louis from 100% Chelsea. Now, Redmen TV have asked me to rate some of the Liverpool players. So, I thought that was fairly interesting, so I thought I'd give it a go. So to start off with, I'm going to give him a big fat 0 for everything. I'm only playing, I'm going to do this and be as honest as I possibly can. So I've picked up the Liverpool team that faced Southampton, so the last team from the Premier League. So if we start off, we've got Mingele in goal. He's okay. He had a howler last season. He was pretty decent the season before. You don't know what he's going to be. So out of 10, I'm going to give him, 6.5. I think he can do a job on a certain day, but a lot of the time, I don't really know why he's in goal. I think he needs a pair of glasses sometimes because he likes to drop the ball. But, we'll move on to Nathaniel Clyne. Now, he is one of England's up-and-coming right-backs. He's very, very good in that position. I do rate him quite highly. I'll give Nathaniel Clyne a big round 7 out of 10. I think he's pretty decent in the position of what he has to do. His tackling's pretty good, distribution's not bad, and when it comes to pace and keeping up with people, he's got no problems there at all. Next in the starting lineup, you had Skirtle. I will be honest here, he is a nasty piece of work, but Diego likes to get into him. It's like Street Fighter. I think they should have 2 characters made for him, which would be quite fun. I wouldn't mind playing that, but I think for what he is, he's a very, very good defender. He likes to get stuck in, get those tackles in, head the ball away. Whatever you need to do, he will do it for you. Martin Skirtle, 6.5 out of 10. I think he's very, very, very good. Sakho, he's in the same sort of boat as Mingele, if you ask me. He can be good on some days, he can be fairly average on others, and then he can be terrible on others. But I don't know. At the minute, he's been performing fairly well, if you ask me. So based on this season, I'm going to give Sakho a 7 out of 10. I think he performs quite well, and he knows what he's doing. Alberto Moreno, Liverpool's left back. I'm going to give him 6 out of 10. He's all right. He's pretty decent. He does a job and he's solid, if you ask me. So there's nothing really special about that. He's quick. He's almost older, mirrored version of Clyne, except not as good. So nice 6 out of 10 for Moreno. Boring James Milner. I will be honest with you. I think a pack of shredded wheat is more interested in him. But if I'm honest, James Milner is arguably, I think he's a very good, versatile player. He's one of the sort of players that every team would need. If you just needed someone to go in the centre of midfield, go out on the left, go out on the right, it's just one of those players. He is one of those. James Milner, 7 out of 10. I think he's fairly decent. Now, Lucas this season has come back to life. He's started to perform quite well for Liverpool. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I think he is a very, very good player. If you just want a player who can shut down games, get those passes away, Lucas is your man. He does it really, really well. And I think he's a fairly decent player. Emre Can, 5 out of 10. I don't know what to think of him. He's one of those players who I don't think anybody knows what his position is anymore. He's either a centre-back, a holding midfielder, a left-back. It's difficult to say. I don't really know what to think of him. When he was playing as a centre-back last season, I thought that he was really bad, actually. I don't think he was very, very good in that position at all. And then this season, I don't really see him. He's a bit of a shadow whenever I watch Liverpool play on Match of the Day. So 5 out of 10. I think he's fairly average, if you ask me. Adam Lallana. 20 odd or 30 odd million move from Southampton to Liverpool's really worked out for him so far. Yeah, Nivea adverts are coming in well for him though, so his skin's always nice and smooth on a match day, so I'm pretty sure he's all right with that. So I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. He's an average player. I think he's okay. He's okay. He's fairly average. I don't really see much in him at all. Now, the player which I do really, really like at Liverpool is Philippe Coutinho. Absolutely amazing player. I honestly think that he should be in the Brazil team. I don't know if he starts for him that often, but the way his shots, his passing, just his overall game is excellent. A nice 8 out of 10 for Philippe Coutinho. I honestly think he's Liverpool's best player, and he's really started to shine recently. Like at the end of last season, I thought he was really coming through. And I think he's a player that Liverpool need to hold on to for a few years, who I think he can just develop even more under Jurgen Klopp, who is a very good manager. He's proven it at Dortmund. So overall, I'm going to give him a nice 8 out of 10. Origi, he's okay. He's not really proven himself yet. I think he's a bit lightweight personally for the Premier League. 5 out of 10. I think he still has a lot of work to do with what he needs to do at Liverpool. He needs to really start pulling his weight a little bit more. I understand that considering you've got a new manager, Brendan Rodgers left and you brought in Jurgen Klopp, you are in a transitional stage, but it does need to become a lot better for you guys. He needs to really start to excel if he really should be pulling on that jersey for Liverpool, who is, with the history that they have, a massive club in England. Moving on, Roberto Firmino. He's a fairly decent player. When I saw him at Hoffenheim, I thought he could. I could see you in the background.
Big club. Premier League.
He's doing well, man. Keep on.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll do for Firmino.
Rolling take from.
Okay.
Firmino.
Moving on to the substitutes that came on that evening against Southampton. Roberto Firmino, from what I saw of him in the Bundesliga, I thought he was a very good player. His passing, his overall game was fairly decent. I would put him up there, Philippe Coutinho, as one of my favourite players at Liverpool, if you can have favourites at Liverpool with our history. Ghost goal, Rafa Benitez, all that stuff. It's all in the past. A bit like Liverpool's trophies, but, we'll just move on with that now. Roberto Firmino. Well, from what I saw in the Bundesliga, I thought he was a fairly decent player. His passing, his shooting, everything was fairly good from the guy. So I'd give him a nice round, maybe 6, 7 out of 10. I want to see what else he can do in the Premier League. At the end of the season, it'll be easier to give him a rating after what he can, to see how he performs and see what he can do. Jordan Ibe, a great young player that Liverpool bringing up. I think this kid is in the same boat as Nathaniel Clyne. He has a really bright future. I mean, the pass I saw on social media against Bournemouth, it was almost like he sent the guy one way and just put it through. It was a magnificent pass. I think for what he is and what he can become, I'm going to give him 7 out of 10. I think he can be absolutely brilliant for Liverpool Football Club and fill the boots which Raheem Sterling left. I wouldn't know why. I mean, Liverpool's a great city. Got the Beatles from the past, and you had it had a really big. It was a big city in the past, but it got capital culture in 2008, which I believe was in the past. I think it was about 7 years ago. So we'll see what happens there. I mean, a lot of the stuff is based in the past, but we'll see what happens. Liverpool probably have a bright future with Jordan Ibe. Now, Christian Benteke. I didn't really see him as a Liverpool player. I don't think he fits the right mould of, the class which Liverpool have given off in the past. So I think that we've got to see what he can do. In the Premier League, he is proven. He's strong. He can hit the ball. We'll see what he can do on Merseyside. In the past, he's proven what he can do at Aston Villa, scoring or coming third in the goal scoring charts in his first season. I think he's a good player. Going to give him 7 out of 10. He went a bit quiet for the past couple of seasons, but we'll see what he can do. So that's it for my Liverpool player ratings, which is all history now. It's all in the past. I'd like to thank Redmen TV for letting me come on and give me what I think of their player ratings from the past season. This is how it's been going since August, a few months ago, which is in the past. Subscribe to Redmen TV, 100% Chelsea. Cheers, guys.
On the Klopp, I've got no idea what Klopp's going to do every single week, so bear with me on this. It'll take me about